What is up, my friends? Toby Wayne from Toby Wayne Studios. So in my last video, I kind of showed you how I put together a sculpture on the internal workings with the tin foil. And in this video, I think I'm going to start piecing together a quick little bust of Daredevil. I have been wanting to do a Daredevil bust for some time, and this is the time. So anyway, you can see I kind of went in and already kind of set my eyes in. I was trying to find the right sizes, and it looks like the ball bearing or the BBs here are going to be perfect. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in and start shaping this up. I'm going to go as quick as I can to just make progress, and we're going to see how far I can get on this. I'm only going to do these in pretty quick increments because like I said, I don't really want to do a 2 hour long video. But unfortunately, I have a feeling that's probably where we're going to head with it. I did not set a timer, so hopefully you'll stick with me for the long haul. We'll see. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for checking out these videos I've been producing. And thank you guys so much for all the new subscribers. I see you and I appreciate you, so thank you for that. I'm very thankful. And let's see here. I'm kind of going off of memory right now of Daredevil, of what he looks like. I know he's got a half mask or a half face mask kind of a deal going on. So we're going to just go ahead and scribe that in. And I'll start defining all those areas as I move along. And if I'm not mistaken, I think his mask comes up over his nose, but I'll have to double check that. So let's see here. Got it kind of in tight on this little sculpt here because he's so small and tiny. I figured I'd zoom in a little bit. And I know he's got his horns, and they're smaller horns. He's a very, I guess, simple character design-wise. I have yet to see the new Daredevil on Netflix. I am excited about it, even though we're in season 2 now, and I have yet to even watch the first season. I hear another one of my favorite characters, the Punisher, is a big role and makes an appearance in the second season, so I'm stoked about that. As I mentioned in my previous video, I am on vacation, so maybe I will binge watch that. I don't know. We'll see. So many movies I want to watch, but so many YouTube videos I want to make. So I'm really going to be focusing on getting stuff done and videos produced. And I want to do a little bit thicker. Well, again, I guess I'm just going to start using my rake to kind of start shaping, getting shapes established. And unfortunately, I am going to eventually be stopping this video, and this I don't believe will be completed in this video, but this will give me a chance to kind of see what I am missing on the other Daredevil images that I have pulled out. So I'll have to study those over and then make another video. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna have him similar to my other Batman one. I'm just gonna kind of have just a great, just a frown, or a, I don't know what you'd call it. Not a frown, because that'd make him look sad, but in a noble look, I guess. A heroic pose. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't mind me. I'm an idiot, so. Oh boy. Let's see. Okay, so I have decided I am going to plus up his neck because it is looking a little thin. So I'm going to go ahead and take from the sides. I'll start kind of blocking in his neck. And with this one, I think I am going to be okay. I don't think I'm going to need to be putting toothpicks in from the top of the head and into his torso or his neck and chest area. I think he'll be okay without it. It's pretty solid. And I'll do the base of the skull. Let's see here. I talked in the last video about this like tin foil sticking through, and because I kept it loose, I can just easily press it in and it doesn't cause me grief. If it's too tight, then there's no room for the foil to move, and that sucks because then I have to really push hard to get that tin foil to go under the clay deeper. But yeah, keep it nice and loose and flowing. Okay, so we're starting to take shape here. I like doing just the head sculpts. You can relay a lot of emotion and pose and character form with just the head and just the neck and even just a certain head tilt or whatnot. So I'm gearing up for Cherry City Comic-Con, and then the next one I have after that is Rose City, and I'm excited for both. I really enjoy the Rose City Comic-Con. There's just a lot of awesome people. The show's really great. I really enjoy that show. I have a lot of fun there. And this year they've actually switched it to 3 days. Before it was just 2. But it was interesting because they switched it to 3 days this year. And so, yes, it's in September, but, you know, I had already put in for my time of the 2 days because it was a Saturday and a Sunday. And so I had to apply for time from my work, which means I'll take Monday or that Friday and that Monday off. So exciting times, exciting times. In this cup here, I have some lighter fluid, not rubbing alcohol. I tried some rubbing alcohol on it, and it just didn't quite cut the mustard. So I went ahead and upped the ante to lighter fluid. And my running gag joke is that if I don't like the sculpture, it's already covered in lighter fluid, and I just set that sucker on fire. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a win-win situation for everybody involved. Okay. And I cannot remember for the life of me if his mask comes up over his nose. I think it does. I think it comes up over his nose. So I'm just for fun, I'm going to scribe this in so his nose is exposed. And let's just put a couple little nostrils in there. And of course, we've got to put his little horns in there. And because these horns, I'm going to make them pretty short, I don't have to worry about reinforcing them with, you know, any kind of wire or anything like that. I can just stick them straight in there, and that'll be good. You'll have to forgive me if I go silent for a little bit. I explained in the other other videos that when I kind of forget that camera's on, and then I start the sculpting and forget that I've got people watching. So you'll have to forgive me if I go silent for a few. Get so focused on the sculpt itself that I forget the most important part, and that's you. I really should have done my research more on if he's got that comes up over his nose or if it goes straight over his nose. And as this sculpture progresses, I'll probably be pushing and this will shorten up, so it may just be as a neck. You know, I'm not really sure yet how it's gonna play out, but we can kind of see, kind of start getting our horns put in there as to where we're wanting to go with it. And in the next video, it'll start to take a little better shape once I get some ideas of you know, the overall character design again. I was looking at some photos of him, and I need to study him a little bit more. Normally I would have some reference photos off camera, but I have failed to do that. I thought I would just get it started blocked in, and then I can start to go from there. So, but I really like just the short little horns, and that way it's not going to be that big of an issue when it comes time to mold. I have seen Daredevil where artists have given him these great big horns that come off, and that is pretty cool, but I'm not going to do that in this one here. So let me just clean off some tools here. I need to get better at keeping my tools separate. So if I've got Chavant clays, I've got those tools, and then if I've got Super Sculpey that I'm working with, that's tools specifically for that. So I'm gonna start to clean that up a little bit and keep them separated. I gotta do that. So so many tools to choose from. What do I use? Guess I can work a little bit with my cleoid. This is for those of you that have been following me long enough here, you know that the cleoid discoid is one of my favorite tools. It's got a nice little tear shape drop tool on that end, and then a little disc on the other end. So I always like using this one because it's such a versatile tool. It's great. Okay. And I want to establish the temple and the jaw. And what kind of blows is once I get off camera, that's when I'll really start fine-tuning and finessing all the little details. And that kind of helps bridge the gap of between videos. You kind of I cut out the boring stuff, or I attempt to anyway. We'll see, but for the most part, I try to keep this as entertaining as possible. So plus I can fine tune and finesse, and it takes me just a little longer. So I do try to edit all that junk out. And these videos I actually shoot just in one take. I don't edit with software for these videos, but if it's shot with my GoPro, then I'll run it through a program, because usually there's like a background music or noise I'm listening to, and so I try to edit and make them nice. But in this case, it's just me and you, and the cameras are rolling, so I do it in one take. There's no editing. Okay. And this one, so like I said, I've started doing these little original head sculpts, and so what I've decided to do is a lot of people are bummed when it sells because they wanted to get it and they were unaware that that sculpture had gone on sale. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sculpture and I will make a mold of it, and then I will be able to offer resin castings, but I will also sell the original sculpture for those that are looking for you know, a little extra, a little something special, you know, an original, a Toby Wayne Studios original. And I keep my prices very, very reasonable. A little guy like this, I might sell him for, you know, anywhere from $40 to $80, just depending. But that's for the original, and it comes with certificates of authenticity. And then the resin castings will probably go for like 35, somewhere in there. So I love to offer that to people, and I've decided that that's the best way is to go in and just offer resin castings and original art for those rabid collectors out there. So, and so far that's great. I never really put much thought into doing original sculptures and selling them. And my wife, Katie, God bless her, I'm so thankful for her. She's a massive supporter of myself, and it really encouraged me to start doing original sculptures. So thank you, Katie, for that. I appreciate you and I love you. You're very, very good to me. So thank you very much for your support. So yeah, so basically this is the very rough start without me going and looking at the I guess the pictures, the reference photos. So I need to go now and I will study up some reference photos, and then I'll do another video of the fine tuning once I get it to where I'm happy with it. So anyway, yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for checking this video out. I'm excited for this piece. It looks, as we would say, like feces right now, but it will start to shape up, and I hope that you see that progression in the next few videos. But yes, I will be offering this as resin castings. I'm going to do that this week because I'm on vacation, as I've mentioned multiple times, because I'm excited about it. But yes, I'm going to offer these in resin castings and in the original. Yeah, so anyway, thank you guys so much. You can also check me out on Instagram, Toby Wayne Studios over there on Instagram. Yeah, I appreciate the new subscribers. Thank you very much. You know, share this with your in-laws, outlaws, your family, your friends, everybody in between. You guys are awesome. Thank you again, and I will check you, and you will check me out in the very next video.